bars to the rafters packed. Welcome to the show. This is Basket the Basket, where the crowd gets loud and the takes get drastic. Breaking down every play, every stat, no plastic. Yo. We talk legends, rookies, dynasties built. From the drive to the dish to the splash, from the tilt, from the opening tip to the closing act. We got the insight you need, straight fact, no cap. From the garden to the bay, where the nets stay snapping, to the shy where the sky and the vibes stay cracking.
Oh, I was trying to get me a sip in that motherfucker. It caught me getting a sip in that motherfucker. Hold on real quick. My shit not working. I'm gonna punch this shit in the head, bro. Wait, did you hear mine, Mel, or did it not?
Yeah.
Okay, because it wasn't on the right setting for me to hear. But what's up? Welcome back to BTB. Back on another beautiful ass Tuesday. We got Boo up in the building, which was a surprise for us.
Yeah.
You hear the wind in the back, it's because his window's open.
It's the windy city, baby.
Right, nigga, shut his window. But we got a special edition for you guys from the Sideline Hall of Fame edition. You've seen the thumbnail, you know the 5 names. I told these guys I had 5 names for them. First name, James Harden. I mean, we're gonna start there because that's the topic of town. So hopefully Moo jumps in. He didn't say he wasn't coming. So Mel, Troy, Wop, and Moo. That's going to be who voting today, and then we'll get some chat when you guys get here. See what you guys got to say about it. But let's start with James Harden. We all know who James Harden is. He is one of the, what would you say, the best shooting guards to ever play the game?
Absolutely.
Mel?
And when we say best, what are we saying? Top 5, 10, 20, 15? Like, what are we?
He's top 5 to me. Easily.
Top 5?
Yeah.
This is why we do these. The difference in opinions.
Guys, y'all started early today. Okay, great.
Top 5? I mean, 10, 15.
Y'all niggas started early.
10, 15, yeah. 5.
10. Oh my God. Besides D Wade, Jordan, and Kobe, who are you definitively taking over him?
Is Allen Iverson considered a point guard or 2 guard?
He's a 2 guard.
I'm taking Allen Iverson.
Definitively? There's no argument, huh?
No argument.
Oh my God.
I mean, for me,
y'all finna make me slaughter one of my favorite players of all time on this fucking show.
Oh, here we go. This is why I like the Hall of Fame talk.
Is Allen Iverson more iconic than James Harden? For sure. That don't make you better than someone. As far as a basketball player, like as number 1 option, James Harden clears as a body of work. I don't care about somebody making it to 1 finals and you didn't make it to 1. I don't care about that. He didn't do nothing else for real. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't good. He was still great. But I'm saying he didn't do nothing noteworthy of talking about after that 0-1 run.
in a league that was objectively harder to play in.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. That's fine.
I think he's what he did. Like I said, it's not a. That's what I said. It's not a thing of James Harden. I just top 5. That's kind of.
I mean, he's simply more accomplished than Allen Iverson as a basketball player. Just simply.
Because I think he played in a time where the players didn't have. I'm not going to say they didn't have no structure, but the players from the 90s, early 2000s, they played in system. Like they were literally hamstrung by playing in systems.
Okay, even if you want to say that, but Allen Iverson, again, they built that team around him and built it to cater to his strengths, similar to what they did in Houston for Harden. They built that team around AI. I think he did as best as he could do with the team due to the circumstances, but I think the difference why a guy like Harden might have not made it to the finals
is because
when you look at the fact that Golden State did exist in that, I think he lost it in like 3 out of 4 years or some shit like that. Regardless, that was the one dynasty in his conference, and Allen Iverson didn't have no dynasties and nothing like that in his conference. Like he wasn't, and when you just look at his playoff success, like I think after 01, I don't think he ever got past the first round again. Like if I'm not mistaken, but like in terms of just success, like Allen, I think James Harden has more All NBAs. Scoring titles is AI 4-3. I think Harden has clearly the assist titles. I think he got 2, if I'm not mistaken.
I think AI's got what, 2 or 3
3
steal titles.
Steal titles, yeah, he got the steal titles. So like the accolades are similar. Again, I think Harden like just got more of the noteworthy ones as far as the All NBAs. I think he got more first teams too, if I'm not mistaken.
So James Harden resume would be 11-time All-Star, 3-time scoring champ, 2-time assist champ, 8-time All NBA, rookie 2009, 2010, 11, 12 was 6 Man of the Year, MVP in 17, 18, and then he's on the top 75 team.
Okay. Hey, I might have more All NBAs. Right. He might have 9, I think.
So is he one of the best shooting guards? I mean, who got him in the top 5, Mel got him outside of it?
My question was, what are we considering top? He said 5.
All time, yeah.
I would say he fits in the top 10 for sure.
You taking Clyde Drexler over him, ain't you? I know it. I can feel it in my heart. You want to say Clyde Drexler?
No, I wouldn't necessarily take Clyde Drexler.
So who else is then? If it ain't AI or Clyde Drexler, I'm the only 2 that make sense.
Like I said,
who else is like in the conversation? Who? Oh my God! I know you ain't finna say no shit like no Ray Allen. Please don't say no shit like that.
I want Iguodala. No, no, I don't. I mean, I would take Reggie.
Reggie? Oh my Lord!
That's a debate for me.
Reggie Miller. Oh
for me.
You gotta take our passion out of it, son, man. Stop Reggie Miller. Come on, man. This is nasty work, man.
Hey, I still okay. I mean, like I said, a lot of it has to go into we're gonna agree to disagree on certain people.
We are here with these 5 in a bunch. We are gonna agree to disagree. I would say so. So we don't do ballots, right? And the reason why we don't do first ballot, second ballot, which we should start doing, but I would do it in the way of we vote when we vote. If he's a first ballot, second ballot, third ballot, whatever ballot. I don't want to have somebody and then be like, he's out, and then we got to come back and do him again, see if he's a second ballot. I would rather decide right then and there. So that would be the question along with it. Is he first ballot, second ballot, third ballot? Where do you see James Harden getting in it?
I mean, he's going to be. Is he better than Jerry West?
Jerry West a point guard.
He was point guard.
He classifies as a point guard.
Okay. All right. So then I'll now remove Jerry West.
He played more like a 2 though. He played more like a 2.
I'll give him first ballot. Yeah,
he first ballot. Yeah. The moment he retired, to me, shit don't matter. Like, he's still playing well at this age, so like I don't even know. He's probably still gonna add something to the resume, but yeah, first ballot.
Without a championship, I don't know about first ballot. That's just
but the thing that's going to catapult James Harden is because I have to be consistent. Me personally, I gotta be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, Kobe should have been the first nigga to win 6-man and then become MVP. Like I think that holds a lot of weight to go from a 6-man, being the best 6-man, to being the man and an MVP on your team. So if I think that about Kobe, then I got to think that about James Harden. So
But see, I can understand that, but it wasn't like James Harden came right off the sixth man, and the next year was the MVP.
No.
It took him about 5 years.
He came off the sixth man, built himself up, then became an MVP.
An MVP, which is impressive.
So if I believe that for Kobe, then I got to believe that for James Harden. Plus he's got the scoring titles, he's got the assist stuff, he's the stretch where he had the second most, or did he break Kobe's 40-point game stretch or 30-point game stretch?
I think it was a 30. It was the 30-point, not the 40. I think. If I'm gonna do that for Kobe, then I gotta do it for James Harden. Listen, him not winning a ring, it's like saying Barkley shouldn't have been first ballot Hall of Fame.
That's true. But does he have the resume Barkley had?
He got a better resume.
Was he the type of player that the how he was to the NBA? Is it the same?
I just think a lot of his meltdowns in the playoffs do hurt them.
And you know what I'm going to say, which I'm not going to say it because I'm not trying to get into another debate today, right? But something else is held against him to me. Yeah, so the championship.
Y'all can hold it against him, but you can hold it against him as far as why he don't rank over certain players, but not why he not first ballot Hall of Fame.
But we're talking about his Hall of Fame. That's what we're talking about. Strictly.
I get that, but I'm saying I don't think that's fair to hold those type of criteria where you didn't win the ring. Like his body of work speaks for itself.
Well, I'm not saying I'm saying for me he would definitely be a first ballot if he won a ring. I think if you add all the other stuff that each of us or me I hold against him, it would kind of knock him to barely getting in first to getting in second. That's where I kind of have.
Because this is where it gets. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Is AI a first ballot Hall of Fame?
Absolutely. Well, you do not have to win a ring to be. If you want,
you
MVP,
You don't.
If you want an MVP, that means at one point in your career, you was one of the best players in the world. Mm-hmm. One of them. Like that should count enough right there. I believe Derrick Rose should be in. That's a different conversation. But like, if you win an MVP game, you should probably be in. Definitely be in the Hall of Fame. But with the body of work that James Harden has, like he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Derrick Rose, on the other hand, I wouldn't say that.
Derrick Rose gets in at some point. He's not.
Derrick Rose get hindered by injury. So the question for D Rose is always going to be what if.
But that's what I said.
You have that success, then first ballot in there.
First ballot Hall of Famers are people that got just like he has an incredible nickname. I don't say. I mean, there's the known nickname. That's what I meant to say. Like he has one of those. Yes, the beard.
You talking about Honey Bun?
Yes, he has it all, bro.
Nigga, I'm not stupid. It says it right here on Basketball Reference. James Harden's nickname is Honey Bun.
How you get the Honey Bun? Like how you skip over the beard?
You skipped over all that shit. That shit kind of weird.
The beard, El Chapo, Jimbo Slice, Honey Bun, nigga. What are y'all talking about?
I've never heard nobody call that nigga Honey.
Nigga, it's right here. Uno, the System, St. James. That's his other nicknames.
He was a franchise player for like 9 years. He gave Houston 9 good years. Like I ain't gonna say all of them was great, but
that was definitely a pause.
And that's what Honey Bun?
The Honey Bun was definitely a pause.
No, it wasn't. I told you we ain't pausing shit in 2026. Fuck y'all. But see, that's what I was thinking when I was doing all my paperwork and getting his career together. What is James Harden mostly judged off of when we're looking at the Hall of Fame? Well, we judged off of his years in Houston. That would probably be forefront, would it not?
Yeah.
I mean, you should judge him off his entire body of work, to be honest. But like, yes, his best years was obviously Houston, where he won the MVP and multiple scoring titles. But I'm still saying, like, he did good things after he left Houston. He still was a very good basketball player. He's still currently a very good basketball player. So it's kind of tough for me to say, like, just look at one part of his career and then start it. It's just too much. Like, I just look at everything. Like,
well, I mean, I think
Houston is the key to it.
But I think what he's saying is like, there is his career, but then where did the bulk happen? Like, what made him? Where did we say the Hall of Fame?
He's gonna forever be, and he ain't been too many places that long. Other, like OKC,
and that's what I was gonna say.
He been.
It's OKC.
But he still been
then
good. He still was good at every place he went though. Like even with OKC,
they counted the Clippers as 3 years, and then after that, 2 years.
Yeah. He been good everywhere he been. That's the thing. He ain't never been bad. Like
I mean,
ever since he started being good, he just been good.
We can't run shit yet. He just started.
Okay. He was good everywhere, but OKC and Houston. He was only an all-star outside of Houston twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know I mean,
couple of those years,
yes, but him not being available in those years after Houston, especially with the Detroit, with the Brooklyn, and then going to the 76ers, and I get what people say. He took the Warriors 7, he won MVP, but his everybody's shorts come up too, right? When we're looking at MVPs, right? What they've done, yes, is great, but what they have not achieved also matters too. And I think his failures, his coming shorts in the playoffs,
that goes into kind of like what Buat was saying. Like when I start comparing him to other players, but we're gonna say his Hall of Fame shit.
Right. I mean, you could say that goes into comparing, but when I'm looking at his career, I'm looking at everything. If I'm looking at a Hall of Fame, and I mentioned this last week when I said
he got more highs than lows. That's the problem. Yeah,
you can say that. You can say that, but just because he has more highs than lows doesn't mean that his lows aren't significant enough to put a dent to him.
They're not. They're not that significant. He got some bad losses, but it's not like he got a 2011 on his blunt. Like he don't have that. A lot of these teams he was not favored to beat. He just lost. He didn't play well all the time in certain games. Like that's why I say it's nasty. We penalizing him not for having bad series. Most of the time he has bad moments, and that shouldn't be. That's too.
Well, there's going to be another guy on this. There's another guy out of this 5 that I'm going to say the same exact thing. The same exact thing.
And depending on who he is, like we just gotta evaluate it. I mean, I'm not saying that the lows don't matter. I'm just saying your lows shouldn't be enough to just automatically, especially if you have the type of career that James Harden has. Like it shouldn't be.
It could though.
If it ain't gonna be for Allen Iverson, after what I just said, he spent most of his years outside of the playoffs, like his career. I don't think.
And that's why when you asked that question, I said, I don't know. I didn't answer it. Did I know? Yeah, I didn't answer the question.
He still got enough highs. He got too many highs.
I don't know.
Well, I guess that is a valid point. Like, is he a shooting guard or is he a point guard? Because he's played both. But this is the problem with positionless basketball for me, is because you put guys in spots for whatever reason. Like, they go to different things. They're going to play different roles. But if you look at it, most of his career, he's been a point guard.
Who?
James Harden.
No, he hasn't. Houston, I think 6 of those years he played.
Yeah, he didn't come. I don't see point guard appearing to 18 and 19 in Houston, and it goes back to shooting guard, and then in 20 he becomes a point guard. So the latter half of his career, yes, he's a point guard. From OKC to 18, 19, he's a shooting guard.
It's just like Tim Duncan technically played more years as a center, but we know he did his heavy lifting as a power forward. We know that. His best years came from when he was a power forward.
But and that's kind of weird with James Harden because he's got 2 good years. They kind of split.
The Philly year.
Let's see, 17-18, he led the league in scoring. He was considered a shooting guard. In 18-19, when he scored 36, he was a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then 34, the next season after that, they moved his ass back to shooting guard.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, when he gets traded from Houston to Brooklyn, he's a point guard on Houston and a point guard in Brooklyn.
It's like he's had. This is why I don't like positionless basketball. It's just irritating my soul because you don't know how to evaluate nobody.
Yes, I agree with you.
Because it's like, is he a shooting guard? Or is he a point guard? Because he handles the ball like a point guard would handle the ball, but then they got him listed as a shooting guard.
Yeah, they got him listed as a point guard, shooting guard, and that first position is the position that you normally play. So point guard, first, shooting guard, second is how I look at it. Like if you look at LeBron James's, I believe his is like small forward, then point guard, then shooting guard, power forward, then center. So that first position that's always named as the primary position that you play. So I can understand having him as a point guard, and that does kind of would change things of where he ranks among the top 5 or not.
I'm not calling him no point guard. He's a score first player that played the 2 guard and had most of his best years as a 2 guard. You can say that point guard year for sure is to be counted, but he still played most of his years as a 2 guard.
Well, it's actually split down the middle.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's 50-50.
It's 50-50. It's literally split down the middle.
James Harden been in the league, what, 17 years?
7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2.
It's 9, 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, because he gets traded on 2 of these. Yeah, it's 9, 8. So I mean that's hard because
I think Duncan shit 10-10.
Duncan's 10 and 10. He played 10 power forward, 10 center.
Mm-hmm. Or 10 or 9 power forward and 10 center.
I'm not gonna disrespect players. James Harden is a Hall of Famer, but to me, it would be second ballot. So I did write y'all first ballots down. I want to try to spend 20 minutes on each one since we got 5. Might not take as long on others, like a Kyle Lowry. Mel, James Harden, first ballot in. You got him in?
No, just a first ballot.
Boo
First ballot.
And you got him in. I got him in second ballot. James Harden is safely in from the sidelines. Hall of Fame. All right. Next player is going to be fun. Boo up. Is DeMar DeRozan a Hall of Famer?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Mel, is DeMar DeRozan a Hall of Famer?
I'm gonna say yeah. So now second ballot, I wouldn't say he's the first ballot guy. He's the second ballot guy.
Shit, I don't know. I'm a little torn, but he's still one of them players.
He's in. No, he's in. He's in, but I just don't think he's a first. You don't.
No, I'm just saying that
he's
he
a
got
6-time
some
All-Star,
longevity.
three-time All-NBA, and that's it.
That's cool, but again, I look at players' entire body of work.
You gotta look at what he meant to the Raptors. And
I know what he meant to the Raptors 100%.
How many years has DeMar DeRozan been a 20-point scorer in this league? I want to say like the last 12 years or something like that. He's been averaging like 20.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
since 2013.
12.
Like I said, the last 12 years.
12, but not counting this year.
Not this year. Yeah.
Not this year.
But he averaged what, like 18, 19?
18, yes.
Okay, so you got somebody. I don't think Vince Carter has 12, or I only think he got 8 20-point seasons.
No. And I don't think, and Vince Carter he was never DeMar DeRozan on any team that he was on.
What you mean?
Me personally.
What you mean?
Well, I said, hold on, real quick. Hold on. What do you mean?
No, I think Vince was a very maybe a couple years. I'm not gonna say no. There was a couple years. Okay, I'll say a couple years. But I think DeMar was more of the guy more than Vince.
He was more consistent. The Raptors was more consistent under his watch. I will say that. I think Vince was definitely a better playoff performer when he got there than a guy like DeMar. That's what kind of put people to pause on him, because at the end of the day, he don't have that playoff success. We watched him. We basically get traded for Kawhi, and they win a ring with the same cast that he had. So it's shit like that happened in his career. But I still look at the consistency. and I'm impressed. Like, I don't think every player gonna win. I don't think every player is a superstar, but I can respect a solid body of work, and he has that. He has a very solid body of work.
Yeah, and I think, yeah. See, Vince played a long ass time, but that nigga fell off a cliff.
Quick. After like '08, he was done. He was like never really the same.
Yeah, he fell off a cliff.
DeRozan does have longevity. He is a good player. Again, his shortcomings, especially in the playoffs, and I know we got to kind of give him something because he's going against LeBron most of those times, and it ain't really much you could do there. But he did come up short. And ever since then, I don't know how much more playoff success that he has had.
He had a fake resurge.
Yeah, he's only last time to the playoffs was 21-22 with Chicago, and then 2018-2019 with San Antonio. I mean, so that's a 2-year gap.
I mean, he averaged 22 in the playoffs. I mean, he don't do shit else. Because I would think, for a small, I mean, you could say 5 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean,
Yeah, Mel. Yeah, that's why I put him on the list, because it's just not that open door and shut to me. It's just,
I would want more, yes, 100%.
Is it enough?
And I just realized he's only been in the playoffs 7 years.
7 times, yeah, out of his whole career. So that's what I'm saying. Is it enough? I don't think so. That's just me.
I think that's more than Allen Iverson.
I guess if anything you can say about DeMar DeRozan, he averages 21 in the he averages basically everything that he averages during the regular season is what you get in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's the same person.
He's literally, so he's not a riser or a fall. He's just lateral. He's just even.
And guess what? Most players aren't.
Oh, okay.
But is that enough though? Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but I don't think
if I'll give it to him, like I said, second ballot for consistency.
I don't know if I can put him in, man. I don't know if I can vote DeMar DeRozan in.
I mean, he did get the Raptors to the Eastern Conference Finals, twice?
He did, but let me see something.
I'm gonna say, like I said, I'm gonna go in just second ballot. He's second ballot guy.
Joe Johnson got voted out.
And first ballot.
You saying first ballot? I think that's pushing it to what?
I wouldn't say first ballot, but
I'm not saying first ballot. I'll write it down. Mel said second. I don't have him no ballot because I got him out. That's just me. It's our Hall of Fame. It's our
I got you.
So good career, in my opinion, but I just don't know if it's enough to get him over the hump to say if he's a first ballot. Because what I wrote down originally was third, fourth ballot. But that's what I wrote down originally. But then when you start looking, 7 years out of how many years he played? 16. Might be better than some guys, but we're not evaluating Allen Iverson right now. We're evaluating DeMar DeRozan.
So now we evaluating the Hall of Fame. So like if you get in the Hall of Fame,
as a barometer.
Exactly.
You can, but we haven't done Allen Iverson. So what parameter are we using? Allen Iverson not in our Hall of Fame. We haven't done him yet.
I mean, we know.
I'm playing semantics, but we know he's in, but he's not. We can't reference him. That's why I said Joe Johnson, because Joe Johnson is not in our Hall of Fame. You feel me? He got voted out twice.
I think Joe Johnson. I think he was just better longer than Joe Johnson.
He was. Yeah. I checked it. He definitely was a little bit more consistent, especially in the points than Joe. But I kind of thought at the time that we did Joe had enough to get in third, fourth ballot. And that's why I was holding DeMar DeRozan there. So I'm going to say out. That's just me. We all.
But that's why I think DeMar is slightly better than Joe Johnson. That's why he gets in.
If that's where you guys got him, I'm not going to fight you on it. But I don't. To me, just looking over what I have in front of me of his career, I know he had some big moments, but I also know he had some really some moments where fans wanted him or wanted them in Toronto to get over the hump. I think if he got over the hump, even if he gets over it once, beats LeBron once in the playoffs and gets to a finals, maybe I'll give him the nod. But that's just me. Maybe my criteria don't fit y'all's, and that's fine. But I got him now.
That's why it's individual. That's why everybody got their own shit.
I got him now. So Boo-Wop, I'm guessing you got him in first ballot, huh?
Yeah, Boo-Wop.
Yeah, first ballot.
That's crazy, Mel. You sticking with your second ballot in?
Second ballot in.
All right. Add DeMar DeRozan. Not off Troy. To the From the Sideline Hall of Fame. Oh, this next one should be fun. Mel. Is playoff Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Butler, Timothy. Is Timothy a Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Boo-Wop?
Of course.
Now, out of the first two guys we did, out of the second guy we did, definitely think Jimmy has a way better resume.
Yeah, no. I mean, his claim to fame is he's a playoff riser. Like a lot of his damage has come. I mean, he's good during the regular season. Don't get it twisted. But playoff Jimmy is a thing. Unlike playoff P.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler is a culture changer. Like when you get a Jimmy Butler on your team, even if you kind of like pedestrian, he's not going to allow y'all to be pedestrian. He's going to try to, ignite the team. He's done it everywhere. He basically went to Philly, Minnesota being like the key team. That team hadn't been to the playoffs since KG. So, yeah, I gotta. And then the two final runs, even though some of them get kind of gassed up, like far as how good he really was through the run, but he still had the moments against obviously the Bucks in 2023, and where he just looked like he was the best player in the world for moments.
Yeah, like he's a floor raiser, and that's when you got something like that. Like the way I look at it is, if Jimmy was on those Raptor teams, they probably win one. They at least contend better with Jimmy than like DeMar.
Yeah, they go to the finals.
Like that's how much of a difference he makes.
I ain't saying Jimmy would have did what Kawhi would have did, but like he would have done something very similar.
I'm just saying they could have beaten LeBron on at least once. They would have got past him at least once.
I could agree with that. But definitely 2018. I don't see Jimmy losing to a team like that.
Are you talking about after Kyrie and after Love?
Yeah, when Bron swept them boys still, I think, in 2018. Like, what's going on? That was nasty work. Like, that's why they had to kind of like break it up And they probably was finna trade Kyle Lowry, but they just got a better deal for DeRozan.
I don't think there's any argument of Jimmy being a Hall of Famer, but I'm gonna ask. I probably think both of you guys got him in first. You guys think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah, he's a one.
Because everybody that we had so far, somebody named him first ballot.
Yeah, no, he's a one.
Good, because I respect people.
You can respect them and be realistic, boo. That's all I'm saying. You can respect them.
I'm being realistic. I'm not a tough camper like you that is okay with 8,000 Boston Celtics players being in the Hall of Fame.
I didn't say that. Hold on.
They got 4 points.
I didn't say that. Leave Casey Jones alone, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave Casey Jones alone.
Exactly.
He got voted out in our safer route. You're not in our Hall of Fame. What you talking about?
Should have.
Right. Okay. So what are you saying? I'm okay with it. What are you talking about, boo? What are you talking about?
Moving on.
What happened? All right. I know we all got him in. We all got him first ballot. I was gonna bullshit for a little bit, but I do think Jimmy and what Jimmy means to basketball, like Buab said, does carry him a long way, and maybe that's kind of what I was missing with the Harden, but I'm gonna keep missing that with the Harden. Jimmy definitely is a guy that you put on a team that can go and help you win a championship. It just never worked out like that for him. You think about him on the Timberwolves, they had aspirations to win championships. Them niggas over there were soft.
The Sixers were soft.
You go ahead and say.
I don't think the Timberwolves was ready. Cat was too young. I think he just was going there to teach them how to win, though, how to be professional.
But Jimmy wanted to win also.
Of course, he always want to win, but I'm saying that team was too young to have
and when
unrealistic
he didn't see it in them is when Jimmy was like, "Get me the fuck out of here!" I start wilding out. You feel me? Jimmy was like, "Nah, I gotta go somewhere where I can win."
Same thing with Philly,
right. But Philly, on the other hand, and I think that kind of goes into Jimmy's Butler's favor is we know if the Sixers paid Jimmy, it's a different story from them. If they just let go of Tobias and pay Jimmy, I think that team is totally different. And at some point, I think they do get to a finals. Not saying they win it, but I do think they get to, especially if Embiid's healthy.
I don't know. Ben Simmons still on the team, so I don't know.
But then we don't have. But see, that kind of alters too. If Jimmy, right? But if Jimmy's there, it kind of takes the pressure off of Ben Simmons to have to score Buat because remember Jimmy leads and now they're looking for more points to be. They're looking for people to score, shoot more threes, and that's when it started to fall on Ben. If Jimmy's there, I don't think that falls on Ben. They still use him as that assist point guard slashing guy.
Yeah, Jimmy and Ben didn't like each other. That's what I'm mostly talking about. That's why Jimmy really wanted to that. Even though he wanted to get paid, he did not fool with Ben Simmons.
Well, that's true. That's true, but we could get Ben up out there then. He doesn't, but that's on the Sixers, right? That is on this, and that's why I said that kind of goes. That situation kind of goes in his favor and Jimmy's favor because we know what the team is if they just do the things they need to do.
I actually think him going to Miami was the best thing for him because he got that team to 2 finals.
Yes, but that works in his favor too because going into a culture like that, a winning culture, and then bringing what Jimmy brings. Kind of helps him out because now he's able to take that squad and help that squad get to 2 finals. He doesn't win them, but they get to 2. I don't know if they take Jimmy out of that equation, can the Heat do that without a Jimmy? I don't know in those scenarios.
Not based off the performances I was seeing.
Not those teams.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good team, but I don't know if it's enough to supplement what Jimmy was doing for him. So for that, in Jimmy's career, the Heat, his stint now with Golden State, I don't think we're going to judge him too much, even though he's still a pretty good player.
He's pretty much done at this point, though.
He had 30 points on the 11th of January.
He wasn't no prolific scorer before the injury. He was just a good scorer.
Right, 32 on the 15th.
He'll be solid. He'll be solid still, I think. But I don't think he's going to ever be even close to what we know of him. He's 36. With that type of injury, Jimmy stayed banged up anyway. I don't see it.
6-time All-Star, Steel Champ, 5-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Defense, which is the first time, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's the first time we heard that. 5-time All-Defense. So I kind of got to give him the nod of first ballot. And I'm guessing, Mel, you're going first ballot in?
Mm-hmm.
And Boo, you going first ballot in?
Give me DeMar DeRozan. Man, stop it.
You said what?
Give me DeMar DeRozan, man. Why would I want Jimmy Butler to be over DeMar DeRozan? No, yeah, stop playing, Trey. Yes,
Is
he's
he?
first ballot. You
Oh,
know he's first ballot.
I'm just asking. I wrote it down already. I just need you to confirm for the people that's watching.
You should already know. You should already know if I got DeMar DeRozan first ballot.
I know, but you got to say it for the people that's watching. Boo, I'm not for me. It's written down already. I'm not writing it when y'all saying it. I know by what y'all saying where y'all got him.
All right, Trey.
All right, Boo. What happened? All right, next player. I don't have in. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. K-Love, Kevin, motherfucking. Yeah, I might kill me for this, but I don't give a fuck. Mel, K-Love, Hall of Famer.
You don't got Kevin Love?
Man.
I'm gonna say no.
See, say that shit to him now.
I mean, me personally, I think he's in.
He don't have enough body of work for me.
5-time All-Star, rebound champ, 1-time champion, 2-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year, and Most Improved. And
he won the Rookie of the Year.
All Rookie, sorry. 08, 09, All Rookie.
I'm gonna say that's DeRozan Rookie of the Year.
In 18 seasons, he's averaging 15.9 points with 10 rebounds.
Okay. That's the LeBron tax.
And 2 assists.
He got that LeBron tax on him, so I'm not even.
I don't know what that means.
That motherfucker was balling until he crossed paths with that bump with LeBron. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be nice.
Well, he played 6 seasons with Minnesota. He had 3 seasons over 20 points. Well, he had a double-double all 3 of them seasons. His last, well, it went 26, 18, 26 in his points in his last 3 years with Minnesota. And then when he went to Cleveland, it went 16, 16, 19, 17, 17, 17, 12, and then it was downhill from there. But yeah, you could say he was a beast, right? In those years with Minnesota. He was voted MVP in the MVP vote, never in the top 5. He got 6 one time and 11 one time in those years. I don't know if that's enough. I mean, if we go look at KG, if y'all want to use people as references, what was KG time in Minnesota?
KG was there like 10 years, 11 years, no, 13 years, I think.
Yeah, well,
so even though we could say he was a beast in his last 3 years with Minnesota, I don't know if you want to count the 18 and 14, 18 points, 14 rebounds. That was the second to last year there. I still don't think that's enough for him to, in my book, it's just not enough for him to get in. But what is your argument, Mel, that you have him in? The LeBron tax? What is that? Explain that to us. What is the LeBron tax? I'm going to put LeBron tax right here.
Because his production and he got who he was before and after LeBron got completely changed. So he never became he never got to evolve as a number 1. Like that, it destroyed how people looked at him. What he did well got stripped. Like,
was he a free agent when he went to the Cavs?
No, he got traded.
Did he act out?
Did
he act out?
No.
So Minnesota just decided to trade him after he came off a 26.
Yeah, because they gave up Andrew Wiggins. They gave up Andrew Wiggins and a bunch of picks and players.
Yeah, I can't give it to him off no LeBron tax. That's not enough for me either, even if I had that into it.
And he's got a chip.
He does have a chip. I'm
not saying he's fucking first ballot ass nigga, but he was there. He did some shit. I got him. He's in it. Me personally. If you say no, like I said, I'm not gonna argue with nobody. Like, no, he's not. Like, if the end result is he's not in, I'm not gonna fight him.
Well, I mean, the end result is already that he's not in. They got voted out already.
That's what I said. I was like, I'm not gonna fight over it.
I just want to understand your reasoning, so we give it to the people that's the chat that's watching.
Yeah.
You know, so they understand that we're not just bumping them to bump them. That there are, you know, opposite opinions on it that he should be in. And what ballot are you saying he need to be in? Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth?
How many ballots are we going?
How many ballots? How many chances you get in the real one?
No less than 3. So
we maxing out at 3 then.
Yeah.
So third ballot.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna move on to our last one because I know Mel got to get to work. He got some time, but this wasn't designed to be a long episode. All right, I first voted out. K Love is not in the From the Sideline Hall of Fame. We got him up out of here. He's done for. That's it for him. Now this last one, it's probably the same for me. But I really want to hear what Buwaf and Mel has to say.
Watch it be somebody super random.
It's Kyle Lowry.
I don't think that's
It's Kyle Lowry.
No.
It's Mike Lowry. You feel me? That's who's the last guy on our list. Mel, do you think Kyle Lowry is a Hall of Famer?
No.
Buwap. Buwap left. Buwap said, nigga, I'm out of here. Y'all niggas doing Kyle Lowry. Yes. We doing DeMar, we doing Kyle, because Kyle was there for the run too, you feel me? He wasn't as good as Lamar, right? I mean, as DeMar. He was top 10 in MVP votes once. You know, six man 11, but he only has 6 All-NBA, All-Stars, my bad. 1 All-NBA, and he's the 2019 champ, which he got off of Kawhi Leonard's back. Reed. Whew, shit. So why do you say Kyle is not?
I mean, he was good player. He was never special. Like, if you go, I mean, to me, like, you got to go off your first reaction if somebody mentions their name. If someone says Kyle Lowry, Hall of Fame, no.
Yeah, he's only 14-6. Yeah, 14-6 on the career. 20-year career. So longevity is there. But his fall off in his last 4 years was really bad. He went from
but it's like
1917 to 13, 11, 8, 3, 1. Well, I'm not gonna count the one because he only played 7 games for Philly that year.
And I also think it's almost, and it has to, a lot of times, I mean, I know we look at numbers and numbers do determine a lot of this stuff most of the time.
But it's also what you do on the floor.
Yeah, I was like, because it's like, if somebody asked you, whose career would you rather have? Robert Horry or Mike Lowry? Or Kyle Lowry?
Would I be wrong if I said Kyle Lowry?
You would rather have Kyle Lowry's career than Robert Horry? That's crazy.
One, I made so much more money than Robert Horry. You feel me? That nigga didn't make no money. Look, even Reed said it. Kyle Lowry, nigga. That over really? Robert Horry.
Yeah.
Listen, this guy's at least giving me 14-6. Robert Horry gave you what? 7 points, 2 assists.
Right, but Robert Horry has some memorable moments in almost every
Right,
final
Kyle
season.
Lowry has a memorable moment too when he was shooting with the lights out in the gym after they lost to LeBron that year. Listen,
Exactly.
like I can name moments too, man.
Yeah.
I can
All
name
in-
them too.
All in losses.
Hey, you win some, you lose some.
No, he lost a lot.
Listen, I can also give him credit for not getting traded. DeMar got traded. That has to say something. Like, Buak could be right. DeMar could have had more value. And you can't keep DeMar in Kawhi. I don't think that works.
They play two different positions.
I still don't think it works. I didn't say they play the same position. I said I don't
We know
think
who's
it
the point
works.
guard.
Right. I don't know if
Well,
that
because
works.
at that point, no, because they would have had what's his face? It looked like Drake. What's his name?
I don't know. They had Kyle Lowry at that time.
No, but no. They had what's his face? Why can't I think of his fucking name? The point he's in Houston now.
He's in Houston now.
At least he
Fred
was.
VanVleet.
There you go.
But T3, you showed up late, man. We told you last week we was doing this Hall of Fame show for you, man, and you showed up late. I know you're probably busy. It's all right. Just watch it back. He probably Fred. The fuck is a Fred? Who's Fred? Mulich? 50 Fleet, yeah, Fred VanVleet. On the Rockets, he averaged 15, probably averaged 15. I don't know if I really care about that. 1 year, T3?
No, I mean, if you're like, put it like this, Robert Horry is a legend in 3 different cities.
Is he?
Rockets, Spurs, Lakers.
Big shot, Bobby. But Robert Horry didn't even get voted in our Hall of Fame, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he should be. I mean, like I said,
I don't know. He should not.
Yeah, I'm not saying like I'm never gonna say Robert Horry is a first ballot, but his playoffs, what he did.
He's not even in the real Hall of Fame, is he?
But he should be.
Yep, Robert Horry out, and that vote was 4-3.
I was the 3, huh?
Huh? You wasn't in that one.
I know I wasn't in that one.
Yeah, you wasn't in that one. But your normal suspects is the one who voted in the game. Yeah, so I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I'm not debating you on Horry's average 15 on Rockets to 2 Rockets championship teams is more than Kyle Lowry. Because Kyle Lowry lost. Because Kyle Lowry has years where he averaged 22, 21, 7 assists, 6 assists. We're talking about player, right? We're talking about what he averaged for 2 seasons. I could go down a list of him averaging, 20, high in the 20. You can't go down a list, which I have right here, of Robert Horry. Robert Horry in the 2 Houston series, the last 2 years in Houston, averaged 10 points for the season and averaged 12 points for the next season. He's never cracked 20 points.
But
never cracked 20 points.
Huge
shots. Huge shots, 100%. Now, in the playoffs, in those last 2 years against Houston, which one was a championship, one wasn't, is 13.1. The first one when he won the championship was 11.7. So because of his rings, yeah, you could say you'll take Horry. I'm not knocking nobody for that. But do I want to be a guy that's a focal point of a team, or if I just want to be a guy that hits shots and win rings? That's the
hit shot and win rings, baby. That's why you play the game. I think that's why I play.
Hit a shot here and there, and win a ring here and there.
Being part of a championship team is why we play the game.
100%, but he was a defensive dog, Moose, but nobody brings that up. You see, Mel didn't bring that up. He just talked about his big shots. So we going on Big Shot Bob. I'm taking Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, I mean, because he was a dog on defense, but what he's known for is the moments in the playoffs. Those
his big shot. Yeah, hitting big shots. I'll give him that. Moo, you got Kyle Lowry in or out? I need a third vote here.
Moo is we said we was gonna be in the doghouse. That nigga is right there.
Who, Horry?
No, Mooich. Man,
Oh.
Friday, you said Mooich gonna be in the doghouse.
He is in the doghouse.
Why said you are not going on that podcast for 3 weeks.
So what if T3? What if DeMar was getting doubled and Kyle wasn't scoring? Like, what would we be saying then? Oh, he didn't do his job, right? So obviously he did his job. Did what he was supposed to do. Just like Robert Horry did what he was supposed to do. Nobody's taking that away from Robert. But are we ranking? I don't know where you rank Kyle Lowry all time, and I don't know where you rank Robert Horry all fucking time.
Robert Horry's case for going into the Hall is different than what you would rank it as.
AR, if Blake Griffin makes the Hall of Fame, then all of these niggas get in. We talking about from the sideline Hall of Fame. We ain't talking about the NFL, the NBA Hall of Fame, and I don't think Blake Griffin is in our Hall of Fame yet. So
Robert, I mean, he's in.
Blake Griffin?
Blake Griffin's in.
Yeah, it just would be what ballot.
Like,
it would just be to me. It would be just what ballot.
Yeah, I think he's first ballot. We'll get to him. When we get to him, we'll get.
Yeah, we'll definitely go in a couple of weeks. Oh well, I ain't even got a couple of weeks. Nigga. No safer outs while I'm going on back surgery. We're gonna do all the safe. No safer outs while Troy's on back surgery.
Come back, the whole league gonna be done.
Somebody else is. Nope. Oh wait, he did. If Blake Griffin is not a Hall of Famer, not even with college accolades, we're not saying that. We didn't get to him yet. Y'all got to calm down sometimes. Horry 7-0 in the finals, got to make it for sure. No, he didn't. Robert Horry did not make our Hall of Fame list, and I think that's the right decision.
Which is nasty work, but
it's not nasty.
That's just my opinion.
You cannot get in just off of your 7 championships, averaging 7 points a game, and not being.
No, it's what he did in those games.
100%, and all of that was taken into consideration, and 4 people voted him out, including Troy, and 3 people say he was safe. So some people think some people think he should be in. I won't knock you for that, but I don't think Robert Horry, and I'm not the only one who thinks that, because the NBA does not have him as a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like I said, I don't believe he's a first ballot guy. I think eventually he gets in.
Has he even come up? Has he even came up?
I don't know when was his last year?
His last year was a while ago.
I know that. I'm just trying to see, but you got to wait 5
years. His last year was 07-08.
Right. So his first year would have been 2013. So yeah, I mean, and then also
even the NBA don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
But it also depends on who's getting voted on while you're getting voted on.
Right. We're not having a GOAT discussion, AR. Like we're talking about people getting the Hall of Fame, people not getting the Hall of Fame. We'll hit you with that conversation. Come back, subscribe, and come back, and go back and look at some videos. Come watch it. Watch the podcast. You'll figure that out.
Michael Jeffrey.
But
George.
see, T3, this is why you should have been here from the beginning, because Buwab said, Troy, you're okay with all those old ass Celtics get in there. And I said, no, I'm not. KC Jones.
He said all of them except KC Jones.
No, I did not. I did not say all of them says KC Jones. Rewind the take back. Don't do that, Mel. I will play it fucking back in the microphone. Don't do that. It's right here on YouTube, nigga. Don't do that. I have it right here. I'm not okay with all of them getting in. I don't think all of them are Hall of Famers. That's why I said that's why I came up with the segment Safer Out from the Sidelines Hall of Fame. No KC Jones slander at all. That's my nigga. I take up for him, T3. That's my nigga. You feel me? I was fighting for him hard when it came to his Safer Out, but I understood he wouldn't make it because he averaged 4 points. Yes, he has championships, 2 as a coach. I believe it's 3 as a player, 2 as a coach. I think he has 5, if I'm not mistaken. But it took KC Jones 22 years to get into the Hall of Fame, the real Hall of Fame. It took him 22 years. And he basically got in because of his coaching. That's what pushed him forward. But it took him 22 years to get in. So if it takes him 22 years to get in, then it should take Robert Horry about 45, in my opinion.
Is that double worse than get from KC Jones?
Can we nominate them as coaches? At some point, we will get to coaches. We're going to do coaches, and that could be one of the 5 names that we do in the coaches 1, 2, 3, because he was a good coach, and 2 as an assistant. But he also won as a player too. So don't forget that he was on the team. And what I like to say about KC is that the coach said that y'all could be down, 10. You put KC in the game and you're down by 2, and that's just because of his defense. You feel me? So. You give him. I give KC respect. He just as a player, he's not in as a coach. I mean, just as a player. No, I'm not. I didn't say he was in as a coach. I said what helped him get in.
Because it's the basketball Hall of Fame. It's not.
Yeah, it's the basketball Hall of Fame. It's not.
It's not NBA player Hall of Fame.
It's his whole totality of what he has done. The biggest reason, and you go look at the reports around the time KC got voted in. It was his 2 championships as a coach. Oh, yeah. His 2 championships as a coach helped him, because if not, him averaging 4 points a game, that doesn't get him into the Hall of Fame. I don't care how good he was on defense. And him having the chips that he won with Boston when he was a player, I don't think that gets him either. There are a bunch of guys with rings that are not in the Hall of Fame. Just look it up. It's a bunch of them that don't. And Robert Horry is one of them. There's a bunch of them. I looked it up while we were sitting here, and I had 25 names. I just didn't know none of them. I'm being real. I just didn't know none of them. So if we're saying,
but not guys who were stars.
No, they had some names like Curry, LeBron, but they're not retired yet, so they can't be in the Hall of Fame because they got to retire first. So, but you have names up there that guys with 4 championships that are not in the Hall of Fame. So it's crazy. He has voted a top 15 coach NBA, but he's not elected as a coach. Sorry for being confusing. No, it wasn't. I thought because sometimes when you guys comment, we're moving on a little bit. So I got to kind of go back and see what your comment is. What are you talking about and what we talked about? So that's probably the only confusing part. But Kyle Lowry is out because Mulich didn't tell us what he had.
Fuck him.
He said, I'll be back on Thursday. That's not what I asked you. He said Robert Horry was a defensive dog, too. That's not what I asked you.
Who said they'd be back on Thursday?
Mulich.
Mulich would be on punishment by Thursday?
They all should make your Hall of Fame except for DeRozan or Kyle Lowry, to be honest. Well, I don't – and I'm not trying to be rude here, AR, but it is our Hall of Fame, and we get in – yeah, we get in who we want in, and the person that we don't want in ain't getting in. Like –
we don't bend the rules for nobody.
Yeah, we just not. I don't think. I mean, I have it right here, and this is why Troy keep notes of it. I voted DeMar out. I voted Kyle Lowry out. So I'm with you there. I don't know if
I wasn't here for that.
He said, I asked you, do you have Kyle Lowry in or out of our Hall of Fame move? Did we vote Sean Kemp in? I don't know if we did Sean Kemp. And that's why I got to go. Go ahead, do your thizzle. I'm almost out of here anyway.
Right. Shout out to everybody. Mulich, I see you when you get off punishment.
Yes, nigga. T3 was here last week when I named the people. Kevin Johnson. These niggas let Rondo in. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all say, Boston this, Boston that. But nigga, I voted Rondo out. I voted Rajon Rondo out. So I don't care. Celtics, no Celtics. It was only 2 of us. It was only 2 of us, T3, that said Casey Jones was a Hall of Famer. 2 of us out of 6 people. Only 2 of us had him. Carmelo and then Chauncey Billups. No, we didn't do Sean Kemp yet. Big Mike, DJ, Kyle DeRozan out, but maybe Kyle gets his shirt retired. I agree. I would have had him out, but Kyle Lowry did get voted out all the way down the board. I think Buop had him out too. So all the way down the board, he got voted out. So for today's, to wrap this up, Kyle Lowry out. Kevin Love is out. Jimmy Butler is in. DeRozan, they voted in. I did vote him out. And then James Harden is in. All right. That was the 5 names we did today. I'll try to get – we'll see what the topics look like for next week. Maybe I could throw a Blake Griffin or somebody else in the show for next week so we can do another Hall of Fame to please you guys. But keep coming with the names because we want to keep doing these. I am going out for back surgery on March 2nd. So I won't be around for a little bit. But these guys will hold it down for you guys. Just keep tuning in, keep watching. Get your shirt retired. K-Love was different when he was with Minnesota his first couple of years. In Cleveland, he was good, but Wolves love was crazy. See, this is what we were saying this, but he only spent 5 years with the Wolves. In his last 4 years, he averaged 20, 26, 18, and 26. So as much, thank you, Reed, as much as we say he's going crazy, it was very short-lived. And it could be, like Mel said, and I did write on the paper, he gets the LeBron tax for him, and that's why he's in, because he played with LeBron. He fell down. Thank you, T3. Appreciate it. He fell down in his playing and what he was scoring, so he gives him that. I just can't give him that. I take his body of work for what it is, even when he played with, LeBron and the Cavs. I know his numbers went down, but what he does and how he does it still matters to me. So K-Love definitely, as a totality of his career, has to be out for me. I would have loved it if they voted DeMar DeRozan out. And I did bring up Joe Johnson because we did vote Joe Johnson out twice. Twice. And I'm one that think Joe should have got in. But if I'm keeping my same criteria, what I kept with James, then I can see why Joe doesn't get in. Yeah, it is. It's what it is. But keep throwing the names, keep watching, keep tuning in. I'm your boy, Troy.
If it's hoops, we map it. No story, we're lacking. Every week, bring the heat like a fast break happening. So lace up, tune in, let the energy rise. Where the game meets the mic.